We're so happy you waited.
Yes. Well, that was a unique meeting. And I say that in a positive sense. The president asked for members of the House and the Senate, Democrats and Republicans, to come sit around the cabinet table for about an hour and a half. It was a commitment of his time to an important issue, and I feel that we have his urging to move forward. He believes, as we do, that this issue, the issue of the future of those who were protected by DACA, as well as other immigration issues and border security issues, should be a priority. The meeting is, he believes, and I share this belief, I think we all do, there should be two phases. There is the important, timely, urgent issue involving DACA, and then there is the long-term comprehensive immigration reform issue. All of these are important, and we have decided to meet as early as tomorrow among the leaders here and discuss the next step.
The president emphasized, as a matter of fact, that the wall meant different things to different people, and he mentioned fences, he mentioned technology, he mentioned other things, so that it was clear in the meeting that wall did not mean some structure.
A wall is the 14th century solution to a 21st century issue that we have. For us that live there, there's a lot of issues. You got to look at the domain, which is one thing. The other thing is there's people that have, most of that land in Texas is private property rights.
All right, let me correct everything I said. Thank you all, hope you're not too cold. The one thing that the president talked about, if you want to do overall immigration reform, which he's not opposed to, he just thinks because the timeline of where we are today, we will not be able to solve the DACA problem we do that. So what was so productive about this meeting is that we narrowed the scope. There's only 4 topics. You know what the topics are: DACA, border security, chain migration, and the lottery. And so the other elements are, now we're focused on the principles and we'll work towards that. What that ends up is the negotiation between all of us, what defines that.
That's what I want to ask you about. And they also said that January 19th is the DACA deadline. Is that agreed upon?
The president set the deadline for DACA quite some time ago. That's in March. January 19th is the funding of government. And the one thing that we agreed upon, we do not want to mix this with the funding of government or the military. That should not be political. I think the president was very clear by that. What today's was about was bringing the narrowing of solving this problem and finding common ground. So we agreed to meet tomorrow. We're going to have leadership in the Senate, Republican and Democrat, and also on the House side. We're going to set together a number of series of meetings. We will solve this as soon as we get to fruition, and the sooner the better.
It says the wall has to be part of this agreement. Does he mean that the wall has to be part of it?
He was very clear. He needs a border security. That means the wall, but it also means there's elements because of how the country is developed along the border that a wall would not be appropriate at places. But the border has to be secure. Now this is all a part, when you want to say how many miles, that's all a part of the negotiations. We put the 4 topics. That's what we'll be negotiating, and that's what we'll work towards solving the DACA problem.